Yes?
Helen, you are not content with the stories, so I was obliged to come. Be my victim. Be my victim.
I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Hello community and welcome to the Discount Action Figure Dude. On November 6th of 2025, the legend known as Tony Todd passed away. While yes, he was the voice of Venom in those three very, very well received Venom films, but what Mr. Todd is best known as is the Candyman. And in honor of one Tony Todd, we here at the Discount Action Figure Dude channel will be paying homage to Tony Todd and this figure that I've had for quite a while. Actually, he's actually been open. I just in the process of getting me a horror shelf going. And we have horror figures here. You know, my son actually asked me, who's that guy? I'm sure most of you know who that guy is. Sam, damn it. Sam from Trick or Treat. I wonder why they never made any more Trick or Treat movies. Anyway, let's say we bust out the Candyman out of his package and take a look at him. And here goes the Candyman, looking rather resplendent in his soft goods fur-lined leather coat and his, I guess his button-down shirt and his slacks with his wing-tipped brogames. He also comes with rather horrifying bee-filled mouth head and of course his honey bee-filled chest. If you haven't seen the Candyman, the Candyman suffered one of the worst deaths of a character to become a horror movie monster ever. It was pretty horrifying, you know, for the price that the Candyman had to pay for falling in love with the wrong woman was pretty steep. But let's say we take a closer look at the Candyman. So I was trying to pull off the Candyman's coat so we could take a look at his physique, but it doesn't seem to come off, which is just as well because the coat kind of gives his body more depth and bulk to hide the humongous size of his head. But otherwise, as you can see, he is rather nattily dressed. His shirt doesn't have sleeves, which is another reason why he always wears his coat. And as you can just take a closer look at this guy, we'll pull up a picture of the actual late great Tony Todd to see how this face sculpt looks. But I would say this is a pretty good representation of one Tony Todd as we scan up, looking at his Hagars all the way down. I tell you what, Neca does really good patent leather shoes. That's something. Old Dracula back there has a great looking pair of shoes too. Actually, so does Jason. He too has a great looking pair of shoes. And this is what he looks like from the back. And so clearly, you know, this he doesn't have much of a physique, but that's why he's designed to wear this heavy coat. And this is the bee-filled head that he comes with, which is rather horrifying for a horror character. I think that works pretty good. Let's go ahead and slam it on. he went ahead and put on his bee-infested head along with his honey-coated, bee-infested open chest wound when I tell you that they did a number on the Candyman, who I'm sure had a real name, but I can't remember what his real name was. He's just the Candyman. And remember, don't say his name 3 times, or is it 5 times in a mirror? I don't know. Why do people do that? Why would anybody do that anyway? But we do like the coat. The coat is looking very good. And I guess this would be the best way to display this guy. I mean, if you care about his articulation, I don't think most of our Neca monsters don't excel at articulation. These are more or less display pieces. I think we understand. You know, he has single jointed knees, which apparently have been, yeah, like so. It looks like he has single jointed elbows, like so. It looks like maybe his right arm, left arm rather, because his right arm has a big old hook on it, which they jammed on him while he was still alive, and seems to be broken. A little loose in there. I guess I could fix it, but I can't get the coat off. Not that it matters, I guess, because all he has to do is stand there. And yeah, that's the Candyman, you know. And here goes the Candyman, ready to get on the shelf and terrorize your dreams. Not only was Tony Todd the Candyman as well as the voice of Venom, I think homeboy had like 200 film credits. And he was very near and dear to me in that he was a brother that died the most out of all the brothers that were ever to die in a horror movie. In fact, we're going to leave you with that as we take a final look at Tony Todd from a segment of a video show I hosted many years ago, and close it out with Tony Todd is still dead. Not, you know, because he's like dead for real, but because he died so many times in horror movies.
There is one who is the record holder, a brother who has died more than any other. Since the Candyman was laid in the sod, it's roll call for my man Tony Todd. In a movie called Shadow Puppets, Tony Todd is still dead. In a movie called Blood Wars, Tony Todd is still dead. In a movie called Night Tales, Tony Todd is still dead. In a movie called Minotaur, Tony Todd is still dead. He's still dead, he's still dead. The prophecy, Tony Todd is still dead. Murder said